Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Mark.VI command squad for Legiones Astartes for Warhammer the Horus Heresy from Games Workshop. Now it's right here obviously in this box and it will cost you £31.50, and the set comprises of 168 plastic components, which if you've watched my previous Mark.III Legion Command Squad unboxing, you'll realise that that is actually 4 components fewer than Mark.III. Let's unbox this or unwrap it. Now it's going to have the same command sprue, the same transfer sheet, hopefully the same basis. So there you go, that's what the front looks like. And then on the reverse you've got some examples. This time instead of the big banner they've gone for this sort of Eye of Horus, Sons of Horus Lupercal, with the helmets and the shields, and then this banner for the actual Iron Warriors. Interesting. So let's unbox this. Again, you know, you can pick up the this command sprue separately for £18.50. You're not going to get any discount or anything for it. You don't get it in a box. I think you probably get it in a bag. You have to order it from Games Workshop directly. But you know, it will still save you £6 or so. You know, after you get one of these with a discount, if you've got some Mark.IIIs or Mark.VIs laying around. So we'll have a look at the command sprue a little bit later on, but there are your 5 32mm bases. Let's have a look at the instruction guide after the transfer sheet, which is right here. It's your normal Legion Command transfer sheet. So you've got the Sons of Horus, Imperial Fists, Salamanders, Iron Warriors, and then you've got different companies as well. So no love for all the other legions. You're just getting Salamanders, Iron Warriors, Imperial Fists and Sons of Horus. Okay. Well, that's those. This is the instruction guide. So it's going to be very similar to the previous one. You know, you've got the banners, you know, for the standard bearer. You can have him holding his helmet, or you can have him holding a sword. I might have him holding a sword for both Mark.IIIs and 6s. This is your standard bearer, and these are your normal sort of Legion Command. You've got different you've got different icons that you can go for on the top of the banner. And then, yep, you put those together and similar to those. So yeah, that's it. You know, this main set has the standard bearer and it has these you know, champions with the swords and shields. Speaking of which, this is just your normal Mark.VI infantry sprue, where you have 5 Mark.VI Space Marines. You have helmets. You have helmeted heads dotted about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 helmeted heads, and then 2 helmetless heads, from what I can see. Oh, 3 even. You've got a bolt gun with the sickle magazines, very nice. You've got the legs and the arms and the annoying shoulder pauldrons that kind of go together, and the annoying power plants that have the mould line on the top. This is, you know, from someone experienced with this kind of kit. You've got the bayonet knives for the bolt guns. You get 10 of them, of course, because this would have come with a, you know, with 2 of these sprues in a box of 10. But you know, if you bought the box of 20, you'd have obviously 4 of these, and then I think you have 2 of these, because that'd be the 20. You've got a lightning claw which is bent in transit at some point, which is a bit disappointing. Probably not going to use it anyway, and I've probably got a spare somewhere. You've got a vox, a power sword, plume, masks, a couple more helmetless heads, a plasma pistol, very important to have that, and then grenades and pouches, as well as an Auspex, I think. Now, this is probably what you came for. It's going to be the exact same command sprue that you get in Mark.III. I've dedicated myself to 6 different legions, so me getting a Mark.III set and a Mark.VI set, I'm going to find use of them. I'm still undecided whether to have the Mark.III as Imperial Fists or Dark Angels, and likewise with the Mark.VIs, I will most likely have those as Dark Angels to go with the rest of the Mark.VI plate instead of Raven Guard. But there's potential of turning these Mark.VIs into Assault Raven Guard with the swords and shields. Speaking of which, here are the 5 shields and the 5 power swords. They all look like identical. You've got arms for them, you've got a gladius, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, for Ultramarines. You've got helmetless heads. I showed you the detail of the heads on the other unboxing, but that's what they look like. You've got the grips for the shields, and you've got your 7 helmeted heads, all with slightly different grills, which is nice, and then a hand holding the head, which is for the, you know, standard bearer. Speaking of which, there's the banner. It's pretty big, one of the biggest banners you'll have for your force, and there's the other icon, which I think you can have that as traitor or loyalist. I'm undecided what I'm going to go for. I think Dark Angels will have the full banner, but then the other legion might have just the standard. You've got different shoulder pauldrons there. Very much like the studded one, which I'm going to use. I wish there was more shoulder pauldrons. Bit of a letdown that you only get 4 in total, which means that the 5th, which means either you can have 2 of these command squads with you know, double up and have 2 of them with both of the new pauldrons, or you can dish out a brand new pauldron for all of them, but which is what they've done. But it means that because there isn't a 5th one, there's going to be one with the older pauldron. Yeah, bit of a letdown, you know, considering that you're getting 5 swords and 5 shields, and of course you're getting a load of heads. Everything else fine, just an extra shoulder pauldron would have been very nice. I'm not sure why you're getting a bolt pistol there as well, but oh well. Anyway, that is the Mark.VI command squad. It's exactly the same as the Mark.III command squad, but you're just getting a Mark.VI sprue of 5 Space Marines instead of the Mark.III sprue of Space Marines. If you really wanted to get the most value out of this command squad, you'd buy one of these, and then you could spread some of these items out to different command squads and have a couple with swords and shields in one unit, and then a couple with swords and shields in another unit, and then just modify their other weapons if you wanted to, you know, at least have the standard bearer. What do you guys think of the Mark.VI command squad? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.